All right, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the lost art of networking in the aviation field. So this one's for all you folks out there that are on the career track or are thinking about getting into this flying stuff, or maybe you already started training or what have you. But before we get started, as always, if you like what you're hearing and seeing, please hit the like button, leave comments down below, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Just helps me keep the channel moving forward and hopefully making good content for you guys out there. So, the reason why I wanted to talk about this concept specifically is I think it's very pertinent to the now of where we're at with, just the general state of the industry and what I think will be quite a bit of a large shift in the job market, let's say, for pilots moving forward for the next at least 1 year, if not, a few years after, hopefully not too long. But I believe that this networking stuff will become, once again, much more important and a bigger factor for all those folks out there that are trying to get ahead and trying to land your next job and trying to get yourself to where you want to be. It's by contrast to, like I said, the last let's say 5-ish years in the industry. I mean, really, as long as you had the flight time and you had a relatively clean record and you had a pulse almost, it's there was just so much hiring going on that the networking wasn't really all that important. They just needed so many people, and that was, we were lucky to, get away with this sort of, situation, in the job marketplace. But that is not always how it's been. And in fact, I would argue to say that most of the time in all of, civil aviation history, or at least the folks going after the airline jobs and even the corporate jobs and all this kind of stuff, have really heavily relied on their professional network. And it, goes back to that saying, I'm sure you've heard it before, but a lot of times it's not what you know, but who you know. And this is certainly, it's very important. So I wanted to plant this seed in you guys and girls' heads out there that, like I said, if you're just starting training right now, or you're in the middle of it, and you haven't quite gotten in your career profession flying job yet, I want you to think about this. And as you move forward and as you go through your training, various jobs, different things that you're doing in the aviation field, always keep attentive and keep in mind about who is good contacts and good people to keep in touch with, and who could potentially be a very good part of your network that might help you land that job down the road. And it might be the type of thing where you look at, a connection you might forge with somebody today might not pay dividends or might not, yield you anything for years down the road. It may not yield anything to you at all, but just the general fact that you're building up a good, positive, supportive professional network for yourself is just so important. So, like I said, start early, go out there, get yourself mentors, hook up with, people that are working at places you want to work at, and, learn to, really develop relationships with these people is really a core concept to understand also. I mean, I could make a whole nother video and probably write a book on, the right way to prop up and maintain your professional network, but we could talk about that at another point in time. But like I said, I wanted to stress the fact that moving forward, I really don't believe that a lot of people are going to, be able to rest on their laurels, so to speak, and just the flight time alone. There's going to have to be some more elements that come into the mix if you are going to be one of those folks that gets ahead quicker, gets, faster onto that job where you want to be at. Like I said, a lot of it times it's just so depends so much on that network that you have for yourself. So that's all I've got for today. If you guys have any other questions about the career track, become a pilot, any kind of that good stuff, leave comments down below. I'll do my best to field them for you. And if anybody's interested, I started to do some career coaching. So if anybody's in need of these sorts of services, or just want somebody to talk to, or if you want my opinion or advice, head over to my Patreon page and you can sign up. We could start having some one-on-one career coaching sessions. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Thanks again so much for tuning in, and we'll talk again real soon.